Wake up, Daddy's home.
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 Wake up, Daddy's home. Pee-pee boy, pee-pee boy.
Only half done.
What's up, boys and girls, cats and kittens, pickles and cucumbers? Today we're talking about Iron Man 3 on Idiot's Guide to the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Why do I always do this?
I don't know.
That's like my superhero thing.
It's like you're checking someone's
I feel like you want to...
prostate.
So, as we start off every week, we're going to guess if Hess liked Iron Man 3. Well, we don't always guess if we liked Iron Man 3. We guess we liked the other movies, but this week we're guessing we liked Iron Man 3.
It'd be weird. We'll watch Thor. Hey, did you like Iron Man 3?
We haven't even gone there. We watched Iron Man 1. We're like, did he like Iron Man 3? I'm going to guess, yeah, he liked Iron Man 3 because he seems to be on Team Iron Man.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I'm going to say he liked it, but I'm going to say he liked it. I don't know about the second one, but I think he liked it. I like the first one better, but I'm not sure where this one would be compared to 2.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think he liked it, and I think it's in his... Like, well, this is our 6th movie?
7th, I believe. I think Avengers was 6th. I guess I have him right here.
So I'm guessing it's in the top. Like, you don't have to rank it since we're going to do that later, but I'm guessing it's in his top 4.
Yeah, I would agree.
Okay.
Where is it for you?
I loved it.
Loved it. I figured he would. I figured he would.
Thought so.
Yeah, and I'm very disappointed that they chose not to do an Iron Man 4. It's very disappointing.
He's in every
I was
fucking
gonna
movie.
say, to be fair, almost every movie
But
after
still.
the next one, Civil War is basically Iron Man 4 because it's Iron Man and Captain America's movie.
It's Captain America 3.
Yeah, I know, but it's basically Iron Man 4. Yeah, he's in so much of these, especially like the next couple Avengers are like his movies too,
Including Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's a big part of Spider-Man.
Huge part.
Nice. I think Spider-Man's dumb, but...
You keep saying that. But
I think he will change your opinion.
I'd be amazed if you don't change your opinion.
Yeah, I will too.
Okay.
So let's go into the story / villains. The story, which I almost, because you don't like this one as much, so I was gonna surprise you. And then I thought, you're not worth it because you'll never read it. I was gonna go, you don't like this one? Hey, look under your table like fucking Oprah, and you're gonna pull up the copy of the comic book of this one.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Because it's like Extremist. That's one of the storylines that they use. They use like 3 or 4 mixed together.
Okay.
But in that one, what's his name? Killian. He like gets it and then kills himself by like accident. He heats up and kills himself in it instantly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I wanted to surprise you with that on here, and it was $12 as he is, and I was debating if that was worth it because like I haven't read it. I've just seen like the Wikipedia and just to get stuff for this.
$12 seems
so I was like,
steep.
I'll read it, but nah, I'm not gonna do it. It's not funny.
Yeah.
It's not that funny.
Right.
But so the story is him and Trevor and Maya. Those 3 are the villains, which I learned from trivia. I'll get more into it later, but Maya was supposed to be the main villain, and basically the studio was like, yeah, but kids don't want to buy toys of women.
Oh.
So they rewrote that a little bit, which I was like, wow, that's interesting. It's like a Ray situation when they made Monopoly and didn't put Ray in the Star Wars Monopoly. But I actually like them. I really like Trevor. I know some people don't like him because he's not the real Mandarin.
Where's the Mandarin? Where is it? Whoa.
And I think it helps my opinion now because the real Mandarin is coming in Shang-Chi.
I liked him too. I thought he was really good. I almost just wish he would have been the bad guy.
Yeah, I kind of wish he would have been that goofy and actually been the bad guy. Would have been kind of fun.
Yeah.
And then Killian, I don't really care for him that much.
I didn't.
But I liked Maya as well.
Yeah.
And then the story is basically just him. He gets a bunch of people that lose limbs in war and shit. Sometimes little kids, and he's making them better, but turning them into those superpowered people.
Yeah,
and it's Christmas.
Yeah, so I've got 2 things here before we hop deep into this shit, okay?
Okay.
I will consider this a Christmas movie going forward. If people consider Die Hard a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, I consider
don't
this a
give a
Christmas
fuck
movie as well. Yeah.
What anybody says. Also, second thing, he left him hanging on a rooftop fucking 14 years before.
14 years before.
I feel like you went a little overboard. Jesus, don't you think?
Yeah, in the beginning there, hey, meet me on the roof. I was like, I want to talk to you in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, did you see the guy?
I get he was joking.
No,
but
I
yeah,
know.
the guy was a little creepy. I will say that, but when the guy was up there, he was like,
And And then John Favreau back in the day with the fucking mullet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It is cool that even though he didn't want to direct it because of all the problems they had. That, like, he still does the movies. Like he's still in them to this day, which is cool. Like
it's still cool that he executive produced it too.
Yeah, I also heard he gave Shane Black some tips, and Shane Black was like, "Yeah, I did my own things, but he did help me out along quite a bit."
Right.
Which I was like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You know what? Actually, I'm gonna make the Mandalorian.
He goes, I'm gonna make the chef.
I'm gonna make Disney Plus cool." I guess actually quickly while I get this ready, we'll talk about the Stan Lee cameo. Did you guys catch it? Because I missed it 3 times.
No, I missed it.
I watched it on YouTube.
I missed it.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead. I missed it.
No, you go ahead.
I missed it, and then before while I was sitting here waiting, I Googled it because I was like, I didn't fucking see it. I'm like, maybe there wasn't one, and then I completely missed it.
Yeah, I did too, and I missed it. And then I was looking through the trivia, and I was like, okay. And I rewinded to the part, and I watched it, and I'm watching the screen. He's on it for like 2 seconds. He like holds up when Tony Stark gets in the van, he holds up a sign that says 10. Tony turns him off.
Yeah,
it's literally like a 10-second clip.
I'd like to point out I missed it, didn't notice, and didn't care.
I forgot about it, and then it was so long in the movie. And I was like, is this one that? Because isn't there one that he's not in or something? Isn't there like something like that?
I don't think so. I think you're making that up.
Isn't he not in? Is like Spider-Man or something? He's not.
No,
he
he's
doesn't.
in Spider-Man.
Okay, I thought there was one.
He's the bus driver in.
Yeah, it's true. I thought there was one where it was weird and he's not in.
Maybe,
but I could be making that up.
I mean, I get why we say the Stan Lee cameo each time.
Yeah,
but I don't enjoy them.
It's the only continuing thing, really.
I don't enjoy them.
They're always stupid. 100%. I'm glad they will no longer be a thing. Unfortunately, that many had to die.
I'm sorry that he's, everyone looked up to him. I just don't like him and totally missed it. Didn't think about it until you told me yesterday. Oh, do you see it? I was like, oh, I didn't even think about it.
Well, the funny thing is like I missed it. So then I was like, oh, well, I'm like maybe he's not in it, and then I couldn't think of its fucking name for the life of me.
Oh, that's funny. I knew his name at least.
So I literally had to Google creator of Marvel.
Well, you know what Jerome did? He Googled Larry King.
No, I didn't. I just called him that on the podcast sometimes by accident. Okay. And they're both dead now. I think I killed Larry King.
I think you did too.
All right, so trivia. Robert Downey Jr. All right, I think we're done. See you next week, ladies and gentlemen. It was Larry King getting in me. Who made me Robert Downey Jr. pushed to get Gwyneth Paltrow to have some action scenes, and producer Kevin Feige approved. They said they are bored of the damsel in distress storylines for that. So all of the shit with her was her, which watching it this time, I actually did like it. I used to think that was dumb, but I enjoyed it this time.
I enjoying it would be
the only dumb part about it to me is that he's just like, I can probably fix that, and then it's fixed in like a montage in the end. That's a little dumb. But other than that, I liked it.
Well, he said it took a few times.
Yeah, but it was just kind of, it was like, yeah, we gave her powers, but no, we don't.
This movie was over 2 hours, wasn't it? Like it was. I thought it was decently long.
I think I saw the original cut for this. I think was 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Jesus fucking Christ!
And they cut it down.
Good idea.
Yeah, I mean, I like this one, but 3 hours and 15 minutes of it. Fuck. There's only one of these movies that can do that well.
I mean, I get the powers. She was all of a sudden just a badass in no time, and it felt off.
She didn't do much. She punched a guy and kicked an explosive canister at him. You know.
She also fought back the Iron Man suit, so she was a better fighter than fucking Killian was.
Well, sometimes you know how like mothers get strength when their babies like under a car and they can lift the car.
Do you think your mother could lift a car if you were underneath it?
I don't think my mom could lift a turd if I was underneath it, but she's a different person underneath.
She's like, I'm sorry, it's diarrhea.
Yeah, I can't touch it. Shane Black wanted to do more of the Demon in a Bottle storyline, which is Tony Stark dealing with his alcoholism. But Disney nixed the idea and said, yeah, we kind of covered that in 2. Remember, he was dying and he got drunk at a party.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
That's the one storyline that everyone's like, oh, you guys kind of should have done that a little bit.
It's like Demon in a Bottle light, kind of, because he's like, It kind of reminded me of The Sopranos. He's like, I'm having a panic attack?
What did you guys think of the special effects in this? Did they seem better, worse? Couldn't tell the difference?
Could not tell the difference.
I thought they were fine.
Because unlike Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, which was industrial light and magic, it was Weta Digital took over this one. So it's a completely different special effects team for this movie.
I mean, I guess
Which to me, it just looked like, yeah, same thing, but more updated, which is, I mean, I don't think it'd be weird if they went to this movie and they're like, oh, now he's fucking, like, so different. And he changed everything about himself, you know?
Well, yeah, and I assume there's a lot more in this one because there's like 52 Iron Man flying around at the end.
I'm sure that was part of it. They could probably handle that much more. But I didn't notice too much.
Yeah, I mean, you only notice special effects when they're bad.
Well, it depends. Because sometimes like say Endgame, for example. Stuff in that, you notice that. But yeah, for the most part, you're right. You do only notice it when, like, we're watching Ghostbusters and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Fucking Slimer.
Anthony Mackie.
Never heard of him.
Auditioned to be the Mandarin.
Oh, well, thank God he didn't do that.
Yeah, I saw he auditioned for another role in one of these movies, too, and then didn't get that. But then they're like, hey, we like you.
The fuck is Anthony Mackie?
You will see him in a couple movies. He is he's a pretty popular actor, but he plays Falcon. The post-credit scene was originally meant to have Tony Stark blasting off into space to meet the Guardians of the Galaxy. Iron Man was going to have a small cameo role in Guardians of the Galaxy as a homage to him being the latest member in the comics that were currently going on at the time. But then the idea was scrapped because this was supposedly Robert Downey Jr.'s last appearance as Iron Man, so they just made him like a therapy section with Hulk, which I really enjoyed that. But that would have been neat. It would have changed all these movies forever.
They must have changed the beginning, too, because he's, like, telling a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I was gonna say he does. It's 1983.
Well, this. I mean, because that had been an early on idea, because it would have completely changed Guardians of the Galaxy storyline, like every bit about it. Yeah. I'd have to imagine. This is the Rebecca Hall has stated that her character was originally set to be the lead villain in early drafts of the script, but her role was severely reduced when the lead villain became a male because the studio suits insisted that kids would not buy a female villain.
I honestly think I would have liked this movie better if she'd been the main villain.
Me too. And she had those powers and was fighting, and then like her and Pepper fighting and like Tony trying to, like all this stuff. It would have been neat. I feel like
when I started watching this, I totally forgot that she was a bad guy.
I did too. Same thing.
Did you? I was like, oh,
when she showed up again at his house, I was like, oh, wait, she's working with him. But the first beginning, I was like, oh, I don't remember where this goes with her at all.
Yeah, that's the way I was. And then I just watched her in the town, so I was like kind of rooting for her, and I was like, oh, she's a bitch.
That's funny. That's all my trivia I got.
That's it? I was expecting to go a couple more minutes.
We're going to recast Killian. Who would like to go first to recast him?
I mean, I'll go first.
I don't care. I can go first.
You go first.
I don't matter.
You go first.
I have two.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you can't do two. No, I'm just kidding.
I can.
He's like, I can and I will. And if Jerome doesn't Photoshop him, I'm going to spank him.
Oh, he's like praying you don't.
This one is they're both kind of different, but I feel like John Travolta.
Oh, that would depending on like, because sometimes he can be really good, sometimes he can be pretty awful, but I could see that being really interesting.
Like when he plays, like when he's got like a bald head.
All I can do is picture his
TikTok. I'm sure neither one of you guys have, but have you seen the movie of him being a stalker? It's pretty recent, came out like last year.
No.
Probably.
You should watch it because you need to watch movies this year. It is one of the worst movies I've seen with him. It's just so odd, and he's like stalking this celebrity because he wants to work in Hollywood and he's not making it and all this shit. And like,
oh really?
He plays like a loser. But he's like, it's just such a weird movie with John Travolta. He's bald in it the whole time.
I've seen him in some bad movies, but I literally can only picture him dancing in Pulp Fiction or dancing in a TikTok video. So
yeah, I sent to that. Now we have a different image of watching that movie. It's like, oh, this is weird. But so who's your other one? Who's your other Killian?
My other one would be like Idris Elba. I think you would nail it.
That'd be fun. It'd almost be like him and Hobbs and Shaw.
He was fucking the only thing good in that movie.
Yeah. I feel like that could be neat, because he's always just a badass no matter what.
Hess hated him in The Wire.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Stringer Bell's a bitch.
It'd be hard. They'd have to rewrite that, because there's no way he's pulling off the dorky guy in the fucking...
Hey, maybe they made Jamie Foxx a dork in Spider-Man 2 before they cast him on.
I feel like Jamie Foxx would play a better dork than...
Wow, so you're chumming down on Idris Elba's acting abilities, huh?
I just picturing him in that funky ass wig. It'd be really bad.
It would be really weird.
I mean, obviously they wouldn't do that. But...
Well, at first, like when they first show Killian Aldrich, or whatever, I'm like, this is the fucking bad guy. I'm like, the guy it reminds me of the guy from the
Memento.
He's like, this is the Memento guy?
No. He reminds me of the parody movie, the fucking Scream guy. He's got the little fucking...
Oh, yeah, you're right. He did look like that in Scary Movie 2. So mine, I've already said this before, and Hess gave me shit for it, But this is the only
Brad
person.
Pitt.
This is the only person that popped into my head
If you say Brad Pitt,
the entire time I was watching this.
Testicle.
It was Brad Pitt as Killian.
They kind of look alike.
The whole
do.
time there, I just kept watching this movie thinking Brad Pitt would do this so much better. All of these scenes, and then to make it even better, imagine the ending of the movie. They could do a "What's in the box" joke.
Mm-hmm. I'm on board. I'm on board with this one.
You know,
Yeah. I think the whole time I was thinking that he would be so much better in the role, and then I thought they could do a "What's in the boxing" at the end, and I was like, okay, that has to be it.
You know what's funny? You know what movie I watched before this?
What?
7.
Oh, okay.
Coincidentally, by the way, no plans, and
That's kind of funny.
At the end, I'm thinking, oh, Hess would like this movie more because instead of
I
fucking
do
killing,
like that. I own that movie.
Yeah, me too. But I thought of Brad Pitt too, and I was like, we already did him once, so we can't do him again.
Yeah, no, I did that. But we've done like several. Like I did one week, and then Hess hit him the next week. It was different roles.
He hasn't been in
but-
a Marvel movie, so I guess you could just keep putting him in
Yeah.
every spot until it sticks. He has been in a Fox movie.
He has been in a Deadpool movie for about 2 seconds.
Yeah. And I was gonna go with Jesse Eisenberg.
Interesting. He's another one that he's really good in a lot of things, but then you watch him in in Batman v Superman, and you're like, oh, what is this?
You know what? I've never been a huge fan of him. I always thought he was like a poor man's Michael Cera.
Mm-hmm.
And then he became like a better actor than Michael Cera at the time.
Yeah.
I don't blame him for Justice League anymore.
I don't either, and I don't think it was his fault. I think that movie's.
I think that's what
a
they
lot
wanted.
a lot of people aren't great in that. He's gonna show up again in Justice League, so I hope maybe he can redeem himself just like Jared Leto.
Because there's parts I think where he was creepy and good.
Yeah, and then there's other parts where he's putting Jolly Ranchers in people's mouths, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing here?
But then if you go watch like The Social Network or something like that,
and then he's amazing, or like
What?
Now You See Me and stuff like that.
yeah,
You should watch Vivarium.
Bavarian Cream.
I think
Pie?
that's on Amazon. Taylor might have bought it too, but
What is it?
it's called Vivarium.
Oh,
It's him and this girl, and like they go to buy a house, and it's like I don't want to tell you too much about it,
I think you already did.
but it's a very
Already
very
sounds familiar.
weird movie, but it's really interesting,
You said
and he's
too
in it.
much.
It's not too long either. I think it's like 90 minutes.
But even in Zombieland,
I forgot about that. Yeah, Zombieland. Even though I don't love those movies, he's good in them.
which is weird.
I know, it's surprising you don't.
I don't know why. I've just never been a fan of Zombieland.
He's like, it's too clever. No, I was kidding.
I think it's great.
Can you imagine if
I
that's my
love
review
them.
of the movie? I didn't really like it because it was too clever. Made me feel like a dum dum the whole time.
Dum dum,
I'm a dum dum.
dum dum.
My name is Jerome, and I'm a dum
I'm
dum.
dum dum. What are your guys' best and worst scene? I have a couple here.
Best scene is when all of the Iron Man prototypes show up at the end there.
Which do you have a favorite of the couple that show up?
I don't know. Probably that last one that shows up that like basically turns every piece of single armor into like a fucking weapon,
Oh yeah.
and then reforms into Iron Man.
I really like. There's like a mini Hulkbuster one there, and then I like there's a black one with like yellow lines through it.
I didn't remember.
I don't know what any of them are called.
I didn't remember that they were all different. In my memory, they were all
really?
like.
See, that's what I've always liked about that scene is that they look at that one's kind of cool. Oh, that's kind of neat. Even though you never see him wearing them, but it is kind of neat seeing the different ones, different variants of suits.
Too bad he blew them all up.
Like
Yeah.
what? Yeah, I know. Watching this makes me kind of sad that I'll never see an Iron Man movie in the theater.
Hey, you might. They keep throwing old ones. You know what you could do? You might be able to because every time there's a Marvel movie, not now, obviously, because it's a pandemic.
Oh my god!
But every time,
Yeah,
every
a marathon.
every time they
Take a
do, and they
fucking
do,
week off
they
of
do
work
the
and
marathons,
shit.
and you don't have to see all the movies, but you could go there and watch all the Iron Man movies.
I just think that'd be cool for like sound effects, like the fucking
can
just
you-
being like the badass theater, you know?
Can you imagine? Because now, once that happens again, we would have seen all these, all three of us going to do one of those marathons and then doing a podcast on it.
We'd have
Jesus
to get some kind of promotion going on. Like you're gonna have to pay me to do that.
Well, here's the deal: do you get like unlimited popcorn and soda?
I think you do. I think if you go to one of those things, because it's like it's like whatever it is for, it's like $20-$50, whatever it is for the tickets for the movies, you get like
It's
unlimited.
more than 20 or
you get-
50 bucks.
You get like not for AMC, it wasn't.
Oh really?
At least
I would do it.
ours was.
I would do it.
Last time ours was $25, I believe, because I think that no one was going. But you get popcorn, and I think every couple of movies you get like a hot dog.
Which movie you take a shit in?
Thor.
Thor 2.
Thor: The Dark World.
Thor, and then you wait a couple, then Thor 2. You're like, I gotta poop again. I'm gonna go.
Wow. guys are
The
fucking
couple that
rich.
I have here is I really like when Tony's having his PTSD like flashback memories in bed, and then he almost has the suit like come and choke out Pepper in bed, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I must have called in my sleep."
Oh yeah.
I think that was kind of a fun scene. Like, I wish there was a little bit more.
Unless you're Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
maybe a little scary.
Yeah.
I'm going to sleep downstairs.
Yeah.
Tinker with that.
Which couldn't he just send a suit down there? Realistically,
Yeah, I mean, it's.
because they're just going to someone.
I don't know.
else's
Can
house.
Iron Man go downstairs?
But then I also like when he's figuring out like the bomb that almost killed Happy, and like he's seeing all the grid and all that. And he's looking, he sees him pointing and all like how he is with all that. I like that.
I do like that
really
stuff.
good at interacting with that kind of stuff. It just makes it seem like, oh, they really had all those lasers. They made all that AI for the movie.
And the weird thing is that Jon Favreau's name's been Happy the entire time. I did not know this.
It took me until Spider-Man Homecoming to
No,
know that,
yeah.
which is like 10 movies later. I had no idea it was called. His name was Happy.
They say his name a couple times, but like it's unless you're looking it up, it's easy to miss.
Yeah, I just
I was
it's Jon Favreau.
That's just, I'm like, they didn't change his name. I'm like, it has to have been Happy the whole time. I'm like, but I didn't. fucking
It was
know this.
sad the first two movies.
Yeah, it wasn't happy till he blew up.
But then my actual and then I have right here my
Jesus.
my favorite quote.
You like that, Westworld?
You like that, Westworld? The audio is really shitty because he's blowing shit up in there, but that was the best I could get of that. But my actual favorite scene is him catching all the people out of the plane when it explodes and he's ding 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 getting them all.
yeah.
That's a really cool scene.
That was really
You
cool.
remember monkeys in it, or a barrel of monkeys?
Grab your monkey
I do think they should have made an alternate like ending.
when they all just die.
Well, when he drops in the water, there's like a shark or something.
Oh, Jaws comes out of the
Yeah,
water.
Jaws 4, Iron Man 3 crossover.
That'd be cool.
Then-
Then you could tie it into whatever. I can't think of his name. Is it Namor? Is that's like the Marvel Aquaman guy? He shows up and sends a shark to eat all those people.
That'd be funny.
So what's your
And then Jesus comes and walks on water and
oh?
spreads
It's just the
like
ultimate
Moses.
crossover movie.
Jesus.
It's Mel Gibson as Jesus. What's your favorite
And then
scene?
the zombies come out of the bottom of the ocean, and then
We asked like 10-year-olds to write the end of the movie.
I thought they did. No, my favorite scene is probably the first time he's getting his suit on.
My favorite part about that is when he jumps to catch the thing in his face, like flips around.
Yeah, he gets it, and then it all explodes. I liked it. It's kind of a simple scene, but I liked it for one because I didn't remember it. I've only probably seen this 3 times.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I liked it when they were like going real fast. Could you imagine fucking Iron Man shit flying at you like 100 miles an hour?
What I told you
or
because
the cup hits him like really hard. Yeah.
which I totally thought there was a line in this because that suit comes on him like 10 times.
Yeah.
Not actually coming on him, but I thought there was a line where he's like, watch the groin or something like that when it goes on him. I was waiting for that, and he never said it. I could have sworn he said something like that
he
one.
says like not the face or something. when
Yeah,
he
he
catches
talks
it
about,
the
but I
second
could have
time.
sworn
It's the same thing Jerome says to you.
yeah, come on, not the face, has always my chest.
Yeah.
But what I was telling you, I think the better part of his like stuff scattering is when after he drops off the people and he's like, got them all, boom, gets hit by the car.
That's funny.
I really like that.
I fell for it this time too.
Me too. I was like, what? And I was like, wait, how's his face? He's on the fucking boat.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Best line is, "Yeah, dads leave. Don't be a pussy about it."
That's the second best line.
No, it's the best line.
You like that, Westworld? That gave me such a boner when I was watching this.
I'm sure.
I was like, oh my
You're
god.
like, oh my god, is it season 4 already?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you know why he said you like that, Westworld?
Because the guy was bald.
And his eyes were glowing too. He's like Yul Brynner.
I thought he was like Aaron Paul.
Who is your guys' superhero of the movie? That's our best actor, and I picked Robert Downey Jr. because you can't really pick anybody else in this.
Is it even a question?
Yeah.
It's not a question.
Yeah.
Is it even a question? Gwyneth Paltrow.
What's the kid's name?
I did like the kid. I thought
I was joking. Like when he at the end when he
I didn't mind him in this.
when he walks in, there's all the shit in the garage. That's a cool scene. He gave him all the shit. Never talks to him again for fucking 20 years. But whatever.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You will see the kid again, though. I'll tell you that. You will see him again.
Yeah, but you
I feel
won't
like
know.
you mentioned this last time we did
But
a podcast.
he won't know that he's
just like
seen him.
every other person that saw that movie, you found out who he was on the internet.
Yeah. But the kid's like just has his mouth open. He's just like,
Oh, look at fucking Nick bullying kids.
yeah, fuck him.
Want to shut up?
Ready?
You're not gonna pick Gwyneth Paltrow? She saved the day.
Yeah, fuck her. End credit scene.
You know who I thought about recasting Killian as was Pierce Bronson, but I think he's a little too old now. Maybe like 15 years ago, Pierce Bronson, maybe.
Yeah, I don't see it. But I could.
You don't see it? I feel like he looks just like Guy fucking Pearce.
Here, I'm gonna Google him just to make sure.
I think Guy Pearce is a better actor, though.
Oh, I could. Yeah, I could actually see that. He does. He looks like Killian in like 20 years.
Jerome's gonna watch him pretty soon because he's watching.
Yeah, I am watching all the James Bond movies, but I'm starting from the new ones, and then I'll go back to the old ones.
You'll never get the old ones.
I will. So, end credit scene reveals that the whole movie was just a therapy session with Bruce Banner, and he fell asleep. I really do enjoy that end credit scene with him being there, and he's like, "Sorry, Tony." Like,
I knew what it was, but then I forgot. So then when it happened, I was like, "Oh yeah," because I was like waiting. I like too on Disney. You can just fucking skip right to it.
You can?
Yeah, I do like that.
What do you mean?
If you skip credits.
I thought if you did that, it went to the very end and it was like over. It goes straight to the end credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I've been fucking skipping 15 doing every movie.
Idiot.
God, are you fucking serious?
I don't know about like Guardians when they have like 52 of them.
Oh, god damn it. That pisses me off. I've been skipping 15 every time.
I learned that, I think on first Iron Man, I was like, what happens if you hit this? And then I was like, oh.
It's fucking bullshit. God damn it.
Yeah,
well, what did you think of the end credit scene, Ness?
I didn't mind it. Yeah. I'm fine with it.
There's nothing special. I don't know, some people were...
5 o'clock on Friday.
She does this every fucking Friday. I never set this up.
Hope you have a good one.
Hope you have a good one.
And then people cheer for me to have a good Friday.
I thought she was going to play Loverboy, Ready for the Weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Maybe I'll set that up next Friday. I know some people got mad about that end credit scene because like it didn't set up the next movie and shit, but they don't all need to do that. You know, sometimes they just need to be fun.
Yeah, pretty soon they'll be like, hey, we'll have a fun one and we'll set up the next one.
Yeah. So it's time to rank our movies. I'll go first. I have Avengers, Captain America the First Avenger, Iron Man 3.
It's funny, I see Nick
Thor.
Moving, can't hear anything. Jerome's not moving. You're moving. Jerome's not moving.
Jerome's not moving.
But I can't. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
All right, start over.
I'm going to start over.
I couldn't hear anything either.
Yeah, he was like in the middle. He's like, Iron Man 3, yeah.
I didn't even know you...
Moving.
On my screen, no one was frozen, so I was like, what? Why is he... What's going on? I thought he was fucking with me.
I know, I was like, why is he talking right in the middle of him going over his movies?
So with ranking time, I'll go first. I got Avengers, Captain America the First Avenger, Iron Man 3, Thor, Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk.
Okay.
So what's yours?
Amon has to go next.
Hess, what's yours?
What do I have right there?
Right now you have Avengers, Iron Man, Captain America, Iron Man 2, Incredible Hulk, and Thor.
Just slide Iron Man and 2 behind Avengers. Iron Man 3 in behind Avengers.
It's your second best.
So you like this one more than all the other ones? Wow, that's kind of.
I do.
Well, I mean, I like this one more than 2, but I like the first one better. But his is pretty close to mine. That's interesting.
I read online that people either loved or hated Iron Man 3.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes. Yeah, I'm glad that you're on my side and liking it.
It's kind of I
was a little afraid you were gonna be with Nick.
I figured he'd like it.
I don't know why.
I figured he'd like it.
Why wouldn't I like it? What's there not to like about it?
Yeah, Nick, give us your ranking and tell us what's not to like about it.
All right, here's my ranking. Where's Hulk? Just slide it right underneath there.
This is your worst one?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want to point out, I know you're going to... If you put Thor the Dark World over this movie,
I don't know where I'm going to put Thor the Dark World.
I will be fisting you next podcast.
Here's what we're watching next?
Thor the Dark World is my personal least favorite.
It's a lot of people's worst.
And the bad guy is is an actor I love.
It's a lot of people's worst movie of these 23.
Yeah.
27, 26. I thought.
No, that was James Bond.
Yeah, it was James Bond.
It's a lot of people's worst movie. Last time we watched all the way through, I didn't mind it.
Yeah, he actually liked it last time. It was at the bottom of mine. But that was 2 years ago. And my list is already different than it was then.
Here's what I don't like about this movie. I'll make this quick. I still like this movie. It's just at the bottom of the ones we've watched so far. Like, it's better than other movies. Can't think of any. But, you know what I mean?
It's better than a movie I've seen.
It's just, to me, it's a lot like Hulk, where it's a movie by itself, it's pretty good. If you compare it like to the Iron Man 1, I don't think it's anywhere close. But
Want to shut up?
What I don't like about it is there's like too many fake out deaths. I mean, like Gwyneth Paltrow dies. No, she didn't. The bad guy dies. No, he didn't. That happens multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think what else I didn't like.
Doesn't that happen in every movie though? All the Marvel movies.
Well, I'll just get in. So in every Phase 2 movie, I don't want to spoil shit, but one person loses an arm in every single one of these Phase 2 movies as a homage to Star Wars. And I won't say who, but there is multiple death fake outs in all of Phase 2. And me and you complained about it last time we watched these. We never noticed that before, but in every single Phase 2 movie, I believe there is a couple death fake outs. And that was our biggest, like, why does that keep happening? Like, why did they pick that to do over and over again?
I didn't like it, and it's not like I fell for it this time because I knew.
Mm-hmm.
But I also didn't like the ending all that much. I like Don Cheadle and him. Like,
that's really fun. Oh yeah, what do you think about Iron Patriot? Never even discussed that.
I don't like the name Iron Patriot.
Yeah, it's a little lame. I don't think they stick with that very long.
Yeah.
I think it goes back to War Machine.
But I like them
quick.
together, and
Yeah.
I like them not having their suits on. Like he's like, I can't shoot that light, and then he just shoots
Yeah,
it.
that was real fun.
I also thought about if we were gonna recast someone, we should have recast the president. Because do you think they would have saved him if it was Trump?
No.
That would have been hilarious.
They would have said, "Hey, Killian, take him."
Well, that I was actually going to ask that. Would you save your wife, or would you save the president of the United States?
I'd save the wife.
Yeah, she makes me dinner more.
Yeah.
We can get a new president anytime.
Although
That's what a vice president's
Kinda
for.
depends.
Although the vice president was involved from NCIS.
I was gonna say, I guess it would depend on who the Secretary of State is. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like he would be the president. It
I-
turned into
I-
that
the-
Kiefer
when I watched-
Sutherland
when we-
movie or show.
When we 24 or whatever.
No, the one where doesn't he become president because he's like
designated survivor.
because everyone
That's
else
a good
is
show.
dead.
It's a good show. First 2 seasons are good. Third season, just you might as well just eat fucking Jerome's shit out of the fucking toilet bowl.
Want to shut up?
It's just like Westworld. Okay.
But no. Fuck! I don't even know what I was gonna say now. God damn it.
Well, I also I didn't like Gwyneth Paltrow at the end. Not her like saving the day or her fighting. I
Yeah.
just the whole.
Woman with powers, you don't like it.
No, I don't care about that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it just felt weird. The whole movie to me just feels like it doesn't belong. That's my thing.
And I can only agree. I agree with that, and only the part of because it seems like a closing to Tony Stark, and we know it's not.
Yeah.
But if it was, then it would be fine. Then we'd probably be like, oh, okay, this is where his story ends. But we know he's like in like 50 other movies.
Yeah, and I mean the whole thing that he goes to Tennessee, and I know why he went to Tennessee. He went to go find the girl that dropped the ATM on the guy. in Breaking Bad.
I enjoyed that. Which it's weird hearing Jarvis now, watching other.
Yeah,
things.
it is.
But
You should be able to turn your Alexa into Jarvis.
that'd be fucking cool. That'd be really cool. I would really like that. But when he early on, he's like, "Yeah, give me a flight pass to Tennessee," and then he goes flying away. He's like, "Ah, I made a flight pass."
I thought it was funny when Jarvis went Tennessee.
He didn't do that.
He did in my head.
He never did that. You're making shit up now.
Tennessee.
Wow.
But so that's everything you hate about the movie?
Yeah, I mean, hate's a strong word.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing my whole life.
But I feel like I have to defend it because you guys are like, oh, Iron Man, there's fucking Hulkbusters coming around and fucking...
One of my also favorite things, I didn't write this one down because I had like 4 written there, is when he's like, oh, I'm going to kill you, I'll let you live, blah, 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 and the guy's like, now! And doing the thing, it's not working, and then he does all that shit, and then the one guy walks in and goes, I don't like this job, these guys are weird.
Honestly, I hate working here. They are so weird.
That was really funny.
That's a really good scene.
There was a lot of funny parts in this movie.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work for me.
I do stick with what I said last time, where I enjoyed this more than Iron Man 2. I think this one's better.
Where did I have Iron Man 2 on the list? Like, right above Hulk, right?
For you, Iron Man 2 is, if your list goes from bottom to top, Iron Man 3, Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, the First Avenger, then Avengers.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I like now, all of ours is different, which I enjoy now.
Well,
They were the same for a while.
they're gonna be different.
But now, from here on out, they will waver. Because, like, my top movie last time, you were like, what? But I really enjoyed that.
What was it? Like fucking Ant-Man and the Wasp?
No.
No.
That one's fun, but it's not my top movie. That's just like a little fun movie. So what are your thoughts going into Thor: The Dark World before we close up this podcast?
Not very excited. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't a huge fan of the first one.
This one is a lot more like it's very similar to that first one to me.
It's
except
got most
worse.
It's got most of the bad stuff from the first one, and not a lot of the good stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's got Chris Hemsworth.
But the
though.
third one of this makes up for it all. The third one is amazing.
I was
best
actually
movies of this.
surprised that you didn't like the first one more. Which has me a little afraid for you next Friday. But
Rewatching the first one, it's not that great.
I had to sit through Iron Man 3. You can sit through Thor 2.
Yeah, but honestly, after we watch Thor 2, the rest of these are great. Some of them are way better than others, but this is the last like shitty one.
Yeah,
I'll be the judge of that.
And you will.
I mean, so far you've liked these movies more than I have.
That's true. You have liked the bad ones more than you liked Incredible Hulk. That's why I was like, oh, okay, he won't mind.
Yeah,
The ones
he's like Incredible Hulk and Iron Man 3. He's like, I'm in.
The ones of these that are considered
like,
bad, you were big fans of. So I think you will love the ones that people are like, holy shit.
He'll be like, fuck Winter Soldier. Fuck that.
If he does that, I'd be so fucking surprised. But you guys ready to wrap up this podcast? Put it back in the garage, lock the door, put the little down in there, throw the keys away in the ocean, and then go play Warzone?
Why the hell would we
Yes.
throw the keys in the ocean?
We're never doing this again.
How? We have good arms, huh?
Yeah.
Throw the fucking keys in the ocean?
We know how we do because we're from.
Asgard.
Right.
No hard feelings, Point Break.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Comment down below what your order is of the Marvel movies. No one's done that yet because you guys are pieces of shit.
Wow.
And we'll see you guys next week for Thor: The Dark World.
I would like to see someone else's fucking rank through these 7 fucking movies.
Yeah, me too. Tell us
Rank 'em.
which one of our lists are better.
Rank them.
They're like,
Rank 'em.
Hulk, Iron Man 3. Oh, wait, I did that backwards.
Can you imagine if someone's favorite movie in this was fucking Hulk? Jesus
Well,
Christ.
didn't someone comment that we were haters on one of them? It wasn't Hulk.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Hulk, I think. Yeah,
Was it Hulk?
It was Hulk. That little rascal.